Now, a Thunder Report from 107.7 The Franchise.
The Oklahoma City Thunder drew even in their best-of-7 Western Conference semifinal series with the LA Clippers after a 112-101 victory here in Chesapeake Energy Arena tonight. The series now moves to Staples Center for a Friday and Sunday matchup. Let's go to the podium and first hear from Oklahoma City coach Scott Brooks.
The ball movement, really good. The passing, execution on the offensive end. The turnovers, had a couple turnovers late, but that wasn't much of a factor. I liked our defense. It was a very competitive game, and in order to win in this league, in the playoffs, you got to play like that for 48 minutes. I thought we did a good job of competing on every possession, and we came away with the win.
Coach Michael Kennedy, Norman Transcript. Obviously, you had two players, one with a triple-double, and then one was one assist away from triple-double. But I think Thabo maybe had one of the bigger games. Just talk about his effort and what he was able to do.
Well, Thabo came back. He came back and gave us a good defensive presence on Redick in that second half. I thought he had too many open looks in the first half, but he really locked in and did a much better job in that second half, and he hit some shots. Thabo's been a good shooter for us for a couple of years now, and we have confidence in him. But I thought his defense really, in that third quarter, gave us the spark that we needed. He had his hands on the basketball. He contested shots. He got a couple of steals, and then he made some shots.
Coach, Robert Morales, LA Daily News. It just seemed to me like the entire team just played collectively with a lot more energy, just a lot more jacked up than they were the other night. Do you agree with that, and why do you think that is? Well,
we were down 1-0 in the series, so we wanted to come out and play better. That was our first line of adjustments. We wanted to play a better basketball game, and we did that. We have a prideful group of guys, and we didn't like the way we executed the last game, and we rectified that by playing much better. And our execution was better, our energy was better, everything was better. We were connected to one another for 48 minutes.
Nick Gallo, Thunder.nba.com. Coach, you held him to just 29 shot attempts inside the paint. What do you attribute that figure to?
Well, we did a good job with the basketball tonight, staying in front of it. They have really good guards, and they challenge you every possession down the court. But with that being said, you got to challenge yourself every possession down the court to stay in front of them. It's the game of basketball. You got to stay in front of the basketball. You get beat. You have to have help, but you can't expect it. You just got to do your job, and I thought our guys did a good job with that. It was a very, very good defensive game for us.
Bob Berry, KFOR, NBC, Oklahoma City. Scott, you said after the last game you felt like you needed to have them feel you more this game, and then it sure appeared that way, especially with Perk and Adams inside. Could you talk about that?
Well, I thought Perk had a major impact in the win. Just his toughness that he gives us. He gives us the offensive screening, just his IQ as a basketball player. He knows what we do, and then Steven comes in and gives us another big body with good energy. So they've been playing well together all playoffs, and we expect that. They both are good players, and they both have a good role with us.
Scott, first, is there any early word on Fisher's shoulder?
I don't know as of now.
And then
just know he took a pretty good hit.
People always hope to see that type of balance between Russell and Kevin. Can you describe how difficult realistically it is to expect that type of balance, same number of shots, the way they played tonight? How difficult is that to replicate that?
Well, they're both really good players, and they play very well. They play off one another very well. But I thought the other guys, the offense was spread out. With Serge 10, seven shots, Thabo 9, and then the bench did a good job. they're good players. They make the defense make some tough decisions, and I thought they did a good job with their energy. But I thought Russell's defense was as good as it's been all year, and he obviously has a really good player in front of him. But I thought he did a good job defensively also.
Charles Thompson, Perry Broadcasting. Coach, yesterday, how much of that energy, the excitement yesterday, you think carried over till today? It seemed like today you're offensively allowed to get to your spots. What do you feel like yesterday did and meant to this basketball team in coming in prepared for today?
Well, KD means the world to all of us. We're all fortunate to get to see him every day, and I've coached him every day, every game he's played. So he's an incredible young man that really cares about his teammates, cares about his faith, cares about his family, and he cares about the fans. He loves being here, and he's committed to making us a good basketball team every day. And he's so consistent. He is as consistent, and almost, like I've said many times, it's almost boring because he does the same thing every day, and he comes in the same time every day and gets his shots, gets his work in. But yesterday was a special moment for all of us to see him. The thing I love about it, he shared it with everybody. Everybody's a part of it.
Coach Sean Wilson, Paragon Communications. Coach, a little uncharacteristic, you going to defense, getting a technical. I felt like the team really responded to that. Can you touch on that if you would?
No, they actually went on a good run after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Their team. I got to control my emotions. There's no question. I have to do a better job with that. It's a competitive game, not just the players, and it's part of the game. We move on, go to the next game now.
Mark Spears, Yahoo, just talk about how formidable Russ and KD are for you guys when they're going like that.
Well, they're triple threats. They can shoot, they can put on the floor, and they can play make for their teammates, and that's what makes us a good team. And when our other guys step up and ready to make shots, because they demand attention. They demand attention from the perimeter, from the post. And Russell had his post game going tonight. I thought he did a good job of being patient. If they're going to play him one-on-one, I think that's a pretty good advantage. Russell's a strong point guard, and he can pass over double teams, but he didn't get double teamed tonight. So they play well together, but they've been doing that for a lot of years now.
Do you remember Russell's 10th assist? I don't know if you paid attention to it or.
No.
It's questioned a little bit.
Which one?
His last assist.
I don't even remember. I didn't even realize they were both near triple doubles. I just know that we were playing a good basketball game. The ball was moving. We took a lot of good shots, and we have to take good shots against this team, and then we have to make them miss. This is a powerful offensive team, and we kept them, right at 100 points.
Scott, first 43 seconds, I think, of the game, Russell comes up with a loose ball, has an offensive rebound, draws a foul, an assist. What kind of tone does that set for your guys when he has that kind of start?
Well, it sets the tone. I tell the guys it's your job to set the tone, and each guy, not just the point guard, not just the anchor on the defense as in Perk, everybody has to do it. And in order to beat a good team, you have to have 5 committed players on both ends. But Russell, we wanted to play much better from last game. I mean, we were down a big number, and we weren't feeling pretty good about ourselves. Yesterday wasn't a good day for us at practice. It livened us up in the afternoon with that special day for KD and the group. But we wanted to play much better, and I thought we did that tonight.
Coach, you mentioned that, you have to take good shots. Do you get any feeling at all in the early stages of a game whether you're going to get 10 for 30 Russ or 13 for 22 Russ?
Well, I know I'm going to get a competitive Russ, and that's what I look for every game. And he's going to give you everything he has. He's not going to make every shot, but he's going to compete. After the game, you know that you played against Russell, and I respect that. And I respect that. In a big way, because I think that's the way the game's supposed to be played with everything you have. Does he take a couple of tough shots? All the great players in this league takes great shots, and they make shots. You can go down the list of all of them, and they do. I'm not saying that 30 shots was a good number, but I thought he played a great floor game tonight. He got everybody involved, and he attacked when he had to.
I guarantee you have something better than what I'm going to say. Can we get the game started earlier with the timeouts? My gosh. Have babies and now, you know.
Doc, hello. The difference between this game and the last game, obviously Kevin and Wes were really awesome tonight. Was that the difference between the two games, you think?
Yeah, and I thought they did exactly what Scotty Brooks said they were going to do, you know, so give them credit. He said that they were going to make us feel them, and I thought they did that. I thought they were by far the more physical team today. Started with the first play of the game. Sefolosha gets into us, bumps us off our spot. You know, we lose balance. Westbrook, you know, 6 offensive rebounds. So, yeah, they had good offensive games, but we can win if they both have good offensive games. What we can't do is then give them that plus everything else. And I thought that's what happened tonight. So, you know, they were the tougher team tonight for sure.
Did you kind of see this coming with the? I mean, Durant obviously had a very emotional day yesterday. Did you see maybe that was emotional carryover?
Well, I knew they were going to come with it, you know, and they should. You know, that's what they should do. I have no problem with that, and they didn't do anything dirty or anything. They played hard and physical, but you got to do it back, and I didn't think we did it back. I thought we wasn't very physical tonight, or mentally either. I didn't think we were very tough tonight either.
Doc, you said you can deal with 2 guys going, but how hard is it to counter when 2 guys are going? You can't just focus in on trying to take one away.
You know, it's hard, but that's why his name is Westbrook and Durant. They're both very good players. You know, but I still believe that's only 63 points. You know, you can still win a game, and we've beaten them before when they both had great games, and so that. I didn't like how they scored. It was too easy. I just thought we had way too many mental defensive breakdowns. You know, I wasted 3 tournaments in a row because we said we're going to switch twice, and both times Durant's landed in. You know, the playoffs are a single possession game. Every single possession, you have to have great focus and you have to be locked in. And today we were not. I thought it was because all the clutter today. You know, we were upset at the officials. We were upset at everything. Instead of, you know, I always say turn an anger on the opponent and focus. But tonight we just didn't have it. But I got to give them credit. I don't know if we didn't have it or if they took it from us. I thought they were very good tonight. They were physical. They moved the ball. And so give them a lot of credit.
Anthony Slater with Oklahoma. Why were they so effective guarding Blake tonight?
Because of physicality. And I haven't said that I thought Blake just missed some great shots early on. And, you know, like I told him at halftime, Blake, I think he was 1 for 8 at halftime. I would love 6 of those back, and so would you. And, you know, there's going to be nights where you get great looks. I mean, he missed point-blank looks at the rim, open shots. He's going to get those shots, and he'll make them 9 times out of 10 on most nights. And so you live with those.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. Perkins and Sefolosha gave him big lifts, even offensively.
Yeah, they did.
They never get that. How tough
I
are they to beat when
I'm
those
pissed
guys?
at him right now. I can't believe what he was doing offensively. You know, but yeah, they just had a lot of energy. You know, we have a saying: the energy finds the ball. And I thought tonight that was exactly what happened in the game tonight. The energy found the ball. Russell Westbrook, offensive rebounds, because it was a loose ball. The energy found it. Perk did it over and over again. Sefolosha did it over and over again. And, you know, so that's why they won the game.
Doc, despite the loss, you're going back home with at least 1 victory. Just talk about going back home that way, but still looks like it could be a long series.
Yeah, well, it's just like the Golden State. When you walked into the series, I didn't see 4-0, you know, by either team. I knew it was going to be a hard series. This is going to be a hard series. They have the MVP on their team now. They didn't have it at the beginning of the series, but now they do. And Westbrook is, you know, he gets criticized a lot, but I don't know why. The dude plays hard. He's tough, and you saw that tonight. So we have a lot of capable players on our team, and it's going to be a good series.
Doc, there's a report that Shelly Sterling wants to keep control of the team. Mm-hmm. Would that be acceptable to you?
We almost made it out of Oklahoma City. It was so close. We almost made it. I don't know. I'm not prepared to make a comment on it right now, so I'm not. I like the way things are going. Let me just put it that way, but I don't have a comment on that.
Kevin Kosminski, News9.com. Doc, we talked to you very early in the year when you came here about Steven Adams, and you said you really liked his game, thought he was going to be really good. Are you still a Steven Adams fan? For he mixed it up a lot tonight.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, he's a physical player. He's an what Red Auerbach used to always tell me, you got to get agitators, and he's one of those for sure. Red truly believed that. He said you got to have 2 or 3 on the team. They have him and Perk, and so they have 2 for sure.
Chris, Bob Berry, NBCK4 in town. Just the biggest difference in your mind in tonight's Thunder performance, the way they played you overall versus Game 1?
They were just aggressive. I think Russ probably played harder than all of us, combined. He was all over the place, and we got to play better.
Kevin Kosminski, News9.com. Doc was talking about he thought you guys were a little bit sort of distracted by some referee calls, sort of bickering and stuff like that, maybe not focus on 100% on the game tonight. Was you agree with that?
Yeah, we got to be better. We can't worry about the bad whistles. You start off the game like that, turnover, then me and the ref get a foul. Then I get another one, go to the bench. It's tough. You could tell it was going to be a long night.
Chris, Andrew Gilman, Fox Southwest. I would think that the game plan is to limit KD and limit Russ. What happens when these other guys that maybe you're not expecting go off and are able to score? How do you guys react to that?
We got to keep playing our game. Obviously we got to defend a little bit better. We know Russ and KD going to put up a lot of shots, but we can't let the other guys get going.
Chris, Michael Kennedy, Norman Transcript. When Russ is as aggressive as he is in the attacks like that, just what do? How do you just counter that type of aggression?
It's tough. It's tough to guard him as it is, but, you get 2 bad fouls like that early in the game. Now I got to play it's hard enough to guard him as it is, but then, when you're in foul trouble, it makes it even that much tougher. So Game 3, I'll come out ready to play and see if I can do better.
Charles Thompson, Perry Broadcasting. You got a tech while you was on the bench. Can you tell me what that was really all about?
Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Did you see it? What'd you get from it? Save my money, man. He already took $2,000 with the tech.
Sean Wilson, Paragon Sports. J.J. Redick, man, every time he touched the ball, it was going down, and right there at the first of the game, and then it looked like
my phone going off.
Your phone going off?
Somebody, it ain't my phone. No, it's one of y'all phone. Whose phone is this? It's
yeah, this is Chris Paul. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Anyway, JJ, every time he touched the ball, it looked like it was going in for 3 right there at the start of the game. Even after the big emotional start with the MVP award given to KD, what was going through your mind right then when you guys were feeding the shooter?
What was going through my mind? I don't know. Just keep trying to find him. I think I got to do a better job of finding him more, especially when he has a hot hand like that. We'll look at the tape, see what we did well, and we wanted to try to come in here and get 2. Knew we had to at least get 1. So we didn't play like ourselves today, but we'll be ready Game 3.
Mark Spears, Yahoo, talk about just you didn't get 1 tonight, but you're still going home with the.
Yeah, it's tough because I think we came in with the right mindset. We played hard and different things like that, but it wasn't enough tonight. But we're going to need our fan support, our crowd going back home for Game 3. It's going to be a big game for us, and we need to come out and have a big-time game and some great energy.
All right, last question. Chris, there's a report out that Shelly Sterling wants to keep the team. What's your reaction to that since you're part of the team and the Players Association?
Man, that's the first I heard of that, BT, and I'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what can I do better to help us beat the Thunder.
Brian Henderson, KADS. Kevin, it's obviously been an emotional couple of days. I think you had half the state crying yesterday, and all of that carried on through today. A lot of that was directed towards your teammates, and they really came forward tonight. We had big nights with Tabo and Perk and a lot of the guys. How much of that was fueled by the roller coaster that's been the last 2 days?
I think it was more fueled because we lost. We lost by 20 points last game, and guys were pissed off. They wanted to come back and respond, and so I think that's what fueled tonight. So we just went out there and played extremely hard, left it all out there, and we came out with a good W.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma, and Russell Perkins and Tabo both contributed offensively as well as defensively. When you guys play like you do and you get that kind of offensive help, how tough are you to beat?
I thought those guys did a great job of just playing with confidence. Taking their shots when they was open, regardless if they missed or made them. Did a great job of just, spacing out, and myself and Kevin's job is to find a way to get them open.
Bob Berry, K4, the NBC in Oklahoma City. Kevin, I think you and Coach Brooks said you guys had to be more physical with them this game, especially defensively. Did you accomplish that? And it sure appeared you pounded them on the backboards, which was a key factor.
Yeah, we got to be more physical. We rebounded the ball well, but we gave up some easy ones as well. So we got to figure out how we can be better. But I think they roamed around a little bit too much early on. But I liked our focus and intensity to start the game. But I think we can go to another level.
Nick Geller, Thunder.nba.com. Russell, they only had 29 shot attempts in the paint. You seem to be really locked in from the opening possession to keep the ball handler under control. What was your mindset in terms of that?
Just keep pressure. Those guys are good, especially Chris, when he gets space and, finds his teammates and he gets him involved. And my job is to be able to defend it. That's what I try to do.
Mark Spears, Yahoo. First for Russ, what did Kevin's words mean to you yesterday?
A lot, man. I love him like a brother. And we've been together since I've been here. He's taught me so much, as a player and also things off the floor. I'm really grateful for what he said.
And you're still amazed by what you guys are able to do together?
We set the bar high for ourselves. We have a high standard we try to reach. We both work extremely hard. And, one thing about Russ is that he demands so much, out of everybody. And he brings the level of the team up by just his intensity and just his effort. And but it's fun playing with a guy like that who loves the game so much, who wants to win so much, and puts his body on line for us every night. So it's just great chemistry we have, and it's growing every day.
Kevin Kosminski, News9.com. Kevin, you go out there pregame. Commissioner's in the house. He hands you the trophy. Place going nuts. I know yesterday was an emotional day for the whole team, but could you just talk me through that, your emotions when you're holding up that trophy in front of everybody today?
I was so focused on the game, but I didn't want to take that moment for granted. We're never promised anything, so I just wanted to enjoy it, but also focus on the game. But the fans were tremendous in supporting me and cheering for me, and it was just it's a real moment. It was just one of those things that you don't get to go through every single day. So I just wanted to enjoy it, but also focus on the game at the same time.
Russ, it seemed like you were really intent upon being physical with Chris and then with Darren, getting into the post. If you could just talk about your mindset on the offensive end tonight.
Just taking what the defense give me. My job is to find a way to get in the paint. And I thought that was kind of the best way for me to be able to use my side, use my body to continue to put pressure on them on both sides of the floor.
Sean Wilson, Paragon Communications. Katie, your faith is something that you have brought to the forefront. Even Coach Brooks alluded to it a while ago. How big of an influence do you think that's going to have on the youngsters of America after this MVP and where you let go and let God?
Well, just always realizing that, try not to be a slave to the game of basketball. And, there's a lot more things that's important than going out there and, playing your best. But, I think just having that faith and that peace allows you to go out there and do what you do at a high level, every single night. And that's why I just try to, tell people and, hopefully inspire people to not be a slave to basketball. So, I've been working on that this past year, and I'm always getting better. And I know that I sin and I make mistakes, but I just keep growing.
Carmen Coffey, Perry Broadcasting. Russ, you had a triple-double tonight. What did you see in the game tape from Game 1 that allowed you to make those adjustments and execute like you did this game?
A few more open passes that I was able to make. Obviously, my teammates did a great job knocking those shots down for me, and also helping my bigs rebound. I felt I was a little lazy defensively, just running around the court, not helping out, just not being myself. And tonight I made an effort of that, just trying to get loose balls, go to the glass, just do what I can to help my team win.
Kind of asked my question. I was just wondering in what area did you want to focus your energy in, and if you feel like
defensively, man, that's where I want to focus my energy at. Everything else will take care of itself, man. If you go in with a defensive mindset, and I think everything else will just kind of play out and let the game come to you.
Anthony Slater with Oklahoma. Kevin, Thabo was a 40% three-point shooter last year. He struggled this year. What can that second half maybe do for his confidence? And do you ever have to tell him, be more aggressive, shoot more?
Yeah, I mean, in this series they're playing off of him and focusing on me and Russell, and as penetrators we always try to look for our shooters and tell them to shoot the ball with confidence. So I think the best thing we could do to them is keep passing the ball. And Thabo is one of those guys that plays extremely hard. He finds a way to get his hand on the basketball and maybe get a layup or get a steal and pass. That gets him going. So to think the defensive end is really what got him locked in tonight, and he was able to come out and be aggressive on the offensive end. And hopefully he just continues to build on it, and we got to continue to trust him.
That's Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. KD led all scorers with 32 points. Westbrook had 31 and another triple-double, his third of this postseason. The next Thunder Report comes up after Oklahoma City travels to Los Angeles, where we will travel as well and bring you our TotallyTickets.com countdown to tip-off live from L.A. on Friday night. Thanks for watching this Thunder Report. I'm David Garrett for 107.7 The Franchise.